is a hero? Well, that's an easy question, it's popular.
What is a hero?
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 What is a
What
hero?
is a hero?
What is a hero?
What
What is a hero?
What is a hero?
What is a hero?
What is a hero? What is a hero?
What is a hero?
What is a hero?
What is a hero?
What is a hero?
What is a hero?
What is a hero? A hero is someone who puts other people's lives ahead of their own, without expecting a thing in return. Well, after watching 6 seasons of My Hero Academia, I can confidently say that there is not a single hero in this entire anime except for 2, Deku and All Might. And I'm gonna explain later why them specifically are heroes, but everyone else fucking blows, man! Like, bro, this anime falls victim to one thing that I hate: stereotyping. No one likes a stereotypical character because they're there to just fill in one plot. That is either to be the love interest, the super uber rival that's supposed to challenge him and then make him grow. Like, bro, I don't care. You just kill yourself. I don't care. And then the other thing is, it's boring. It's boring watching a character have one personality trait that you're supposed to go, ha ha ha, again! 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 It starts to get very, very unfunny after that certain amount of times. And it is such a pain because 90% of the characters are like that. I couldn't tell if they had anything else that they like to do in their spare time, or if anyone else had any other clear motivations, because it was, I'm always angry at Deku, I love Deku, I fucking hate Deku, I fucking hate my parents, and that is their only personality trait and only point that they serve in the entire anime. There is only a couple characters that I like, okay? And one of them is Eri. Eri was just a really cute girl in the anime. She was helpless and scared, and it was nice to see them actually save her because, good God, I don't know what kind of Satan, evil villain, asshole from the depths of hell, Lucifer himself must have been cooking this guy up in a lab to be able to create the most evil concoction of a human who would torture a little girl. Bro deserves the electric chair. Bro deserves to be poisoned to death. Bro deserves to be thrown to the wolves and murdered. Bro deserves to be cooked up in grandmama's stew and served to the elderly. There is not enough words in the English lexicon that can describe what kind of torturous appeals this man must endure because he tortured a little girl. I don't know how you could get more evil than that. Bro is actually Satan himself. I think that his ending is fine, but that's the only reason I care about Eri. Her story actually led to something that was cool, and she is a cute character. She's cute. That's all I can really say about her. But in terms of personality, yeah, fuck all. She's just a little girl, that's it. There's nothing really that interesting or special about her. The story that came with her, though, that's kind of the interesting thing that I wanted to talk about. Another problem with these characters is they also suffer from the lack of diverse powers. And Froppy is actually a character, or Froggy, whatever the frog girl is. She is cool. I like her because she has multiple powers, and her powers actually contribute to a ton of different things. She can stick her tongue out, she can jump really high, she can use her, she could turn invisible at one point, and she can use her spit or vomit or whatever the hell it is, or saliva, to be able to coat and mask her own scent. That's cool. That's a character that has multiple purposes that can be used in different situations. What the fuck happened to the rest of them? Alright, I'm gonna get back on topic. This video isn't necessarily about the characters. I could go on. Some characters are cool, some have unique powers, some do nothing. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. Oh, okay. Now that I've calmed down a little bit, I'm gonna finally explain to you why I think that All Might and Deku are the only heroes in My Hero Academia that I can confidently say are actually heroes. So there's a term in economics called the invisible hand. It was made by Adam Smith, and it went something like this. It's not that the fact that the bread maker wants to make bread in the morning that you have bread. It's the fact that there's an economic reason to make bread is the reason why you have bread. And that similar philosophy carries on with My Hero Academia. A lot of these heroes aren't necessarily heroes because they want to help people and that's their only goal. There are other perks involved with it, such as heavy amounts of payment. It's like being a police officer in Canada. You get paid a handsome bag. Or there's the fame that comes along with it, as we see from a lot of characters like the Miss Mountain Girl. A lot of these characters only really do it not to save people, but because there's fame involved, there's money involved, there's a lot of notoriety that comes with being a hero, not just saving people. And that's what I find with all these other characters, is they have their own selfish desires that they may not 100% realize that they're technically working towards, but if saving someone or helping them or becoming a hero helps them towards that goal, then they will do it. Take for instance the class rep. The only reason he's being a hero is because his brother was a hero, and he wants to be able to live up to that family name. That's technically a selfish desire that he's doing for himself. He's becoming a hero for his brother's sake. And you'll find that with pretty much every other hero in My Hero Academia. They all have a reason. It might not be 100% evil or selfish or anything. It might be a perfectly reasonable reason. However, there is a motivation to do hero work based on that. And there's a villain in here called Stain. Stain lives by this principle, and he says, there are no heroes besides All Might, because every hero in this story always has another motivation. Now, he says this in a way that makes every hero seem evil, like they're all just greedy, hungry bastards who are only in it for the moolah, that sweet, sweet change, and they're not in it for any other reason. And that's not necessarily true, but he is right about that. Every hero is not in it just for hero work. They are in it for some other alternative. That alternative might be something else besides money, but it is a different alternative nonetheless. So technically, yes, Stain, the villain in My Hero Academia, is correct in what he says. And I believe him. That's why I only believe that there are two heroes in My Hero Academia, being Deku and All Might. Think about it for a sec. We see this with All Might. He gets his powers gifted to him, and he immediately just goes to start saving people. He has no ulterior motive. There isn't another monetary incentive, or there's not really a power incentive to do this. He has all the power in the world. What else more could he need? He saves people for the only reason of saving people. He even has that entire problem in the series where he goes to his instructor course and he loses all of his power because he was too busy trying to save other people and he used it all up. That just shows that his priorities, number one, are saving people, which coincides with Stain's philosophy of, in order to be a hero, you have to have no other motivation besides saving people. And that's what makes a hero. Now, I also mentioned Deku being a hero, and please forgive me, I watched this thing on the dub, and Deku is so annoying in the dub.
Not done! Daddy isn't done speaking! You will come back here!
I don't know who voice acts him, but I feel like his voice is probably used as demolition for buildings because it's so sharp and painful and can destroy your eardrums in seconds, so I imagine it's probably as effective against buildings. But about the hero work, Deku is a hero, but he doesn't start out that way, and let me explain. So at the beginning of the series, when he gets his power, his motivation is not actually to save people. It's to appease All Might. As All Might's successor, he wants to make sure that he upholds the title of being all for one. And yeah, in that entire scenario, that technically is a selfish desire that Deku is portraying, which doesn't really make him a hero to begin with. However, later in the series, we get to season 6, where we see him jumping around and just saving people for the heck of it, and All Might even calls attention to that by saying, hey, listen, you're no longer seeking attention from me, and you're no longer seeking validation, so you're finally a hero, which is, yes, it's true. It falls in line with Stain's philosophy. He's no longer doing this for his own selfish desire of appeasing All Might. He's doing this now to save people, to genuinely help people out there. So technically, yes, Deku isn't a hero to begin with, but then he turns into a hero at the end of Season 6. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about this anime. There is a huge mixed bag of characters. About 90% of them I hate. There are some that are cool. And the villains I'm not going to get into because I think they're standard villains. They've been manipulated by a higher power who wants to use them to cause evil. That's it. They're like the heroes, man. They're very stereotypical. They do have one part in Season 5 where they have My Villain Academia, where it kind of shows the bond and how they met and how Shigaraki got his powers. But like all the other characters, I don't care.
They're stereotypes. They're one-off characters. They don't do much. Maybe if they fleshed out the characters a little bit more and put a little bit more thought, which I hope they do in Season 7. So far, Season 6 was this huge end-of-the-world apocalypse thing, which was a far cry from the other seasons, and it gave rise to people like Deku, who actually started doing real hero work to become a real person. They even gave Bakugo a little character arc, and Uraraka, she did something, so hopefully, yeah, maybe all of this in Season 7. I'll be completely dumbfounded. People will be in the comments saying, hey, your My Hero video is completely wrong, because in Season 7, all these characters end up coming to their own and actually becoming real people. Which, man, I hope I'm wrong about this, because Season 7 would be an absolute fantastic thing if all these characters came together and became one of their own characters. So anyway, that's it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you all in another video live stream. Goodbye.
I call dibs on this!